I'm Mel. This here's Michelle Taylor, and we are sitting here with Ciara and Paget. They are newly engaged.
Woo! Congratulations!
Congratulations! Where are y'all coming at us from?
England.
England. Oh, do you mean British accent?
Oh my god.
So,
it sounds like you sat on something very prickly.
I'm a little intense, and I have a friend who's from the UK, and she was like, "You're not even like Cockney. You should probably just stop doing it." I was like,
You sound like you're from all over the Twist.
All over the
Oh, all over the Twist. Not all over the Twist.
I could just be the one that, like, you know, I'm like a serial killer, and they're like, "We can't find her because we don't know where she's from because her." Oh.
So how's life been since the show and since everything came out? What have you guys been up to?
Well, I mean, when the show came out, we were working. So to be honest, it was like just work all day on a boat. And then, yeah, every week we'd get the episodes. And
we just, like, fingers crossed, we'd be like, okay, what have we said this week?
Like, oh God, what are we going to regret saying?
Yeah, yeah. So it was a very interesting experience, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was like we had some sort of dread leading each time we watched it. Really.
Yeah. It's a little bit like, oh God, what's going to happen this week?
So if you were working, then you probably had a hard time watching them all too. So did you have to, like, somehow get in touch with each other to be like, did you catch what happened? Because, you know, not knowing what's going on, I would have such high anxiety being like, ooh, what came out this week, right?
No, I mean, we got the episodes by email every week from the production. We made sure, because we're like...
We get them a few days prior to them going live to when you guys see it. So I think it was on the Friday or Saturday we receive it, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And then on the Monday it would come out. So we'd brace ourselves knowing, oh shit, this is, like, I said this, in comes the hate on Monday, you know.
And then I'd be there
to, like, deactivate.
Yeah.
You know whether you're supposed to, like, deactivate your Facebook before Monday morning for like the week.
Yeah, I actually ended up turning off all the notifications for all my Instagram and Twitter and everything, so I just did not want to get bombarded with all the hate comments every week.
Were you guys
wasn't that bad.
Were you guys actually getting hate comments?
We did for a period, yeah.
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 So especially me in the
You
beginning,
got more than I did.
I got more than Ciara because of, like, apparently I was the mean guy to Parker, and then the flirtation thing with Georgia and everything. So yeah, I was not liked so much in the beginning weeks.
Do either of you talk to Georgia anymore?
I do. Yeah.
I haven't spoken to her in
really.
a long time. Yeah.
No, but I speak to her every, I don't know, maybe once a week, every couple weeks or so.
That was a good answer, Paget.
I scripted it. No, it's the truth. It's the truth. Yeah.
So, are you guys watching Below Deck Med right now? Well, Ciara, I actually saw your post.
Yeah. We both watched it together. I'm just a little bit more vocal.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I will reserve my opinion until the end of the season because you get a whole picture of it, and then I'll probably make my comment. But yeah, I'm not far thinking from what Ciara thinks, so she's just more vocal about it.
I'm a redhead. I get fired up more easily.
Redhead.
Like, so personally, like, her boyfriend on the boat, her response to it being as if, like, that's just the way that it goes. It's like, what? What did that happen? Like, I'm tripping over here. Like, no.
Yeah, it shouldn't happen.
Yeah,
it shouldn't.
That was a bit surprising for us to watch.
Yeah, we were watching it now.
We're like, oh my God, this is why boats don't hire couples.
Yeah, you got to maintain it. If you're a couple on the boat or on a TV show, you got to try and maintain a good sort of image for the other thousands of couples out there trying to work in yachting. So it makes us all look like sort of like, oh, okay, if we're a couple, we get the friggin' master suite and everybody else can just, like, organize themselves. So yeah, it's not a good look.
No.
We do know of a couple that did in the master suite quite often, however.
That's another thing.
Nice. And they had been making out for all of 2 weeks.
Yeah.
No, it does happen. Like, depending on the boat, you are allowed to use the guest cabins on the water sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's like you just gotta do it in a way that it's not disturbing the rest of the crew, or just you don't really want to make yourself noticeable.
No, not really. No.
Right, like fly under the radar because you're probably already being watched more by your crewmates because you are a couple. So, like, why, I don't know, like, why make a stink about it? Then you should all work together as a team. And I don't know, just the way she came in and was like, me and Tom together, no ifs, ands, or buts. Hannah, you're a bitch, and now I'm gonna like go through your purse. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a really intense episode.
Well, Hannah messaged you, didn't she?
She did, yeah. Yeah, and Hannah texted me and was like, thank you for your support. It was a really bad time for me. And so she was happy to have a bit of support.
Yeah. And
a little bit more of like an insight into that. Like, I know sometimes like, it was during one of the seasons that like Kevin hurt his back and he got painkillers. But like, what's the rule with that? Like, she has a prescription for it, but how come they've showed other people taking medications, but she's getting under the radar? Like, she's getting under the microscope right now.
Well, prescription drugs, like, they are allowed on yachts, as the rules say. If you are on prescribed drugs, you do have to notify the safety officer on board, whether that be a first officer, the captain, but in this relation to the show, it would probably be Sandy or Malia. So at some point, if you're on prescribed drugs, you probably should tell the officer.
You should.
No, you should. You should tell them. You should tell them, like, look, guys, I'm on this. It's not illegal. I have a prescription. And they're like, okay, fine. We'll just make sure that you're okay with it. I think that the way that it was found obviously was not great. It was very underhand. And the way that from the show, we only see obviously certain parts of it, but the way that it was shown it was like in a pretty backstabbing way. There were better ways to go about it.
It wasn't really the medication that was the problem.
It wasn't the medication. It was the personal sort of motive behind it, I think. And she did nothing wrong apart from just not notifying the responsible person to say, look, I have these on board.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's so hard as viewers to like watch this season because like everybody's loved these below deck shows for so long, right? But there are so many people in all of these Facebook groups that are like, we are done with below deck. Like, because it seems like it's just getting nasty, and you almost feel bad for Sandy at some level because she's part of this huge franchise now that just has like crap being thrown in its direction. Just the whole thing feels icky as viewers.
Yeah, even I feel. I don't know about you, but even I feel that watching this season, it feels a bit like, it's a bit.
We feel like the seasons have changed over the years.
Yeah.
It went from being more about the crew and the experiences and everything to just being backstabbing and drama and gossip.
Yeah. Sort of gone away from the running of the boat and how the crew interacts to more of sort of like a backstabbing bitchy environment, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And I think with Sandy, like you said, she's been with them for so long, and I feel, my personal opinion in this season, that maybe she's sold out to them a little bit, maybe giving production exactly what they want instead of doing maybe the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's my personal opinion on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have to agree with it. I feel like in the past, you've always seen Sandy kind of like almost like a mother type, like, come here, give me a hug, like, it's okay, I understand how you feel. But with Kiko, like the world's nicest person, she was like, leave your emotions at the door and get in the kitchen. Like, that, well, what the heck just happened to this woman that she did such a flip,
Yeah.
I'd be curious, have either of you guys talked to Captain Glenn during this season at all about, like, is he watching? I'm so curious to know, like, what he thinks about is going down on.
No, we haven't. We haven't actually spoken to him about the new season.
No, I think he's been very busy. I know, with Parsival.
He's been in the shipyard and everything, so
Yeah, I doubt he's even had time to watch the season. I don't know.
I don't know.
You guys were in quarantine right on a boat,
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
and what the actual sailboat that you guys were on?
Sorry?
Was it on the sailboat that you guys were on the show with?
No. It was a different boat. It was
No.
a private boat.
Yeah, we left past the fall in 2019 October, was it?
Yes. September, October
September,
time.
October, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we joined a new vessel. I think 4 or 5 months. March time.
Well,
March
I went
this year?
back to Parsifal
You went back.
temporarily to oversee the part of the shipyard period, and then we joined another boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now you were Chief Stew, right?
Yeah. On the last boat that we were on, yeah.
How hard is that from going Chief Stew to deckhand and then back? Like, is it? I guess you have to know it all.
I mean, it wasn't really difficult. It was just I didn't really like not knowing where everything was and how everything works, because I went from being like I know everything about the interior to knowing nothing on deck. And so it was just like a little bit of a learning curve, but I mean, I think now I could smash it if I had to do it
Well,
again.
you smashed it then. Yeah, you smashed it then. So, yeah.
Take a lot of jobs together.
Pretty much every job.
Yeah, every job we've pretty much ever done.
We did one season apart.
Sierra and I did one season apart. We worked apart for a year, and we probably saw each other about, 4 or 5 times in the year for a couple of days at a time.
A couple of long weekends, so that's about it.
That was about it. So yeah, we worked apart for 1 year of our relationship, but apart from that, we all worked together.
And if someone were to say, y'all have to sleep in separate quarters, you would say, that's fine. I don't want to hang out with him all the time anyway.
Well, we had to on the last boat that we just finished on.
Yeah.
Just the cabin arrangements. We shared the cabin for the first 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah, first month or so we shared the cabin.
Yeah, and then after that, once we got fully crewed up, they're like, okay, you guys have to split. He has to go in with the engineer, and then I had to go in with my second stew. So that's just how it was organized, and it is what it is.
Yeah, part and parcel of the industry.
How about the opinion that the chef makes all the shot calls regarding which quarters he sleeps in and where others sleep?
No.
No, it's like nothing to do with the chef. Nothing to do with the chef.
Ben,
So like you
the whole
you
time.
wouldn't have been cool with Adam telling you guys where to sleep?
No.
No.
It
would not have happened.
No. I mean, the cabin arrangements are normally down to the chief stew. That's what I thought.
Yeah, it's usually like on Parsifal as well. It was, before Jenna arrived, I was the one that decided who was going to go where. And then on the boat we went on, it was just the last one that we were on. It just kind of fell naturally who was going to go where because there weren't a ton of crew. But normally it's the chief stew, and if there's any questions about it, then it's up to the chief stew and the captain to decide.
Yeah.
Because normally the captain will be like, okay, whatever you think, you arrange them and see what everybody's happy with, and then make an arrangement from there. Make a like an intelligent decision based on that, really.
So now I have, because you just brought up the J word. How would you rate her? Because now you being a chief stew, how would you rate her?
I would work with Jenna any day.
Really?
We've talked about like, oh my god, if we could get on a boat together, this would be amazing. Because a lot of it comes down to the personalities involved. If you're not working with compatible personalities, you're not going to get along. It doesn't matter who's good at what job or not good at what job. It's down to personalities and making your team work. And that's, especially if you're living and working together, that's one of the most important factors is personalities.
Yeah, higher personality, trained skill.
Yeah.
That's interesting for us. We interviewed Jenna like in the midst of all of the Jenna hatred, really. And I think it was really eye-opening for us because as viewers, you were kind of like set up to hate her. Like she was made to be the villain. But then when we actually sat down with her, we were like, hello world, this is like a human being. And like, I don't know, I think everybody, even people that watched, some were like, this there's a human within the villain that they're trying to make you hate in this show.
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, we really enjoyed being able to sit down with her and see the human parts of her. So I could totally see like how you guys would mesh well, like on your own boat together.
Yeah. I think within the first few weeks of filming, everybody has like there's the production makes some sort of subplot.
Everybody has their characters.
Everybody has their character, and
you're
set to it, and you fit into it. And you know, she was the villain character.
I mean, for us watching it back, we were like angry with it. We're like, what the f is this? This was not the Jenna that we worked with.
Yeah, the Jenna we worked with was super funny, always had us laughing.
And unfortunately, none of her actual personality was ever shown, which is a shame.
There was a lot of
really
personality of some
with.
people shown, but not of the actual people who really held the boat together.
Now, we don't work with Parker again.
No, I wouldn't.
No.
I did. I was in the reunion. I was drunk, and when I'm a little bit drunk, I feel sorry for people, so I put my hand up. But yeah, I take it back. This is the second time I take it back now. Actually, I would not welcome him.
I think that kid's got to be on his own show doing something else.
For sure.
Yeah.
Job. Maybe he'll work better at something else. But I was super aggravated. I was like, man, they can say if they want to, because then an hour later you're on the boat saying so. What's the
point? I know. I mean, it's unfortunate because in that moment when he told me that, and I was like, it showed me like sort of like being quiet about it, but I was actually like afterwards, I was like, dude, you don't tell me what to say at the dinner table. I said, even if I'm your boss or not, even if we're just friends, it's what I say is my opinion. And it was so loud in there, nobody was bloody listening to us anyway, and they're all Greek, so it doesn't matter if I say f a few times. It's just we're letting our hair down.
Which, by the way, I love your haircut.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. My mum's not very happy about it.
No.
She's like,
He's telling me, don't you ever let him get his hair cut like that again.
yeah.
That's adorable.
Yeah.
Good. So
How do you guys feel? Do you guys talk to Madison at all?
No.
You don't, do you?
I think Madison unfollowed me on Instagram and Twitter, and so.
Yeah, I don't really speak to her. I just send sort of emojis to certain stories. But yeah, I don't think she follows Ciara anymore.
No.
For whatever reason.
I know nothing.
We would know.
Well,
I don't know. Probably after the reunion and the Bravo.
I can't really remember the reunion that well because I was quite drunk.
No, I mean like just about like if you don't like the job, if you don't like your boss, then move on.
Oh, okay.
I was very blunt.
Yeah, I suppose you were. Yeah, yeah, you were.
I'll think of, I don't know, because my phone wigged out. I do this on Wi-Fi, but we have to do strange weather right now. So I already answered, but what is your like overall feeling of safety?
Of who?
Who, sorry?
Sorry?
And Captain Sandy?
Overall, you go first.
I don't know. I feel like she can be very hands-on and very, wanting to teach you the job and really wanting to help you grow and improve. But I also feel like she's very micromanaging, and I cannot do micromanaging bosses. Nothing bothers me more.
So if you could build your own crew, I know you said like you and Jenna would like to work together. Who else from the shows would you like build into your perfect experience working on the yacht?
Well, Glenn for sure. We definitely work with Glenn again.
Yeah.
Anastasia.
We love her.
Yeah, I guess Anastasia is chef.
Chef.
Jessica from the
More.
current season. Yeah. I'd love to work with her.
So what, you, Jenna, so you three on the interior,
Yeah.
Anastasia the chef, Glenn the captain.
You is junior deckhand. No, I'm just kidding.
I did like 10 years ago.
No, you was first mate.
Yeah, thank you.
What's his name? Alex from the current season.
Oh, yeah, I like
He
Alex.
seems cool.
Oh,
Yeah, Alex is-
Alex is fun.
yeah, he's a cool guy.
And I guess you need one more deckhand.
Um,
All right, you choose.
I'll choose probably. Well, he's not a deckhand anymore, but I'd love to work with Zhao. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Our Ashton.
Yeah. No, not Ashton. No. We'll take the other South African.
Well, he's not South African. He's Zimbabwean.
Who's Zimbabwean?
Zhao.
Oh shit, he is, isn't he? Oh, he's going to be like telling me that, "Yo, Blue, I'm not from
Yeah,
there."
you're going to be getting a message after this.
Yeah.
Oh my.
No
Man,
more
so
breaking.
nuptials. What are y'all doing as far as planning? Was it amazing, Ciara? Was it everything you hoped for?
Sorry, I didn't really catch much of that.
Your
It's cutting
phone's
out.
breaking up a little bit. It might be your case now.
I'm gonna throw the phone at the wall.
She'll be back. Happens all the time.
Give her a moment.
She should be on the show.
She just muted herself so she could curse more, and then she'll be back.
I think what she was asking was, how was your engagement? Was it everything you wanted and more?
Oh, the engagement. Yeah, it was very unexpected.
Very spur of the moment.
Yeah. I did have a few drinks before that, so I was just kind of like, okay, cool, this is fun, just walking around town.
I purposely took her for a few drinks, and we went out for like dinner.
I think you took yourself for a few drinks.
Maybe I did. Use Dutch courage. There's nothing wrong with that.
It was really funny though, because on the way to go get drinks, we walked past like a Pandora store or something. I was like, oh, you want to go in there and buy me a ring?
Oh my God.
He's like,
No, don't be stupid. Like, we're already talking about like rings. Shut up. And then I was like, stop thinking about rings. No, like I was like,
I thought I'd like upset you or
yeah, you
something.
had, because I thought you had guessed it. I was like, how the fuck do you know and how?
I didn't know anything. I was just, I don't know, taking the piss, I guess.
Yeah.
Now, how did you guys get the pictures? How did you get the pictures of the engagement? Was it just like a random person happened to catch it, or did you?
You can explain this.
What?
The video.
Well, the video and the pictures, no. Well, the video I just put down on the floor on my flip flop, and then Ciara, I said, oh, let's take a photo on a timer, and then she saw it wasn't on photo. She's like, no, you're taking a video, idiot. Like,
I
switch
was
it
like,
back
what are
to
you
photo.
doing? You're messing up our photo.
And I'm like, just shut up and just listen. So that was a video side of it, and then the photos is actually
The photos was my second stew
at the
on
time.
the boat when we got back. She knew all about it.
Because I told the girls on the boat before we went out that what I was going to do, and then they put the champagne on chill for us when we came back, and they took some photos of us.
Oh, that's so exciting. Well,
That's
well
so
done.
fun.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
When is the wedding?
Oh, we're trying to figure that out.
We're trying to figure it out with like everything that's going on at the moment. What was that?
it was my dog, sorry.
I thought it was a bear.
Might as well be.
Regarding, we're undecided where we're going to do it, aren't we, as well? It's
Yeah.
split between France, England, maybe the States because of Ciara's family. So
We're kind of thinking to maybe do like almost like a courthouse wedding, just for the official paperwork and all that. Then we have a ceremony in the UK and a ceremony in the States for my family.
We have land in Ohio if you need a spot.
or we had another plan that we're just going to sell all the rights to the wedding to Bravo and they can just film it.
There you go.
Yeah, the rest of the Bravo world. Get it paid for.
Exactly. We'll get something out of it.
A lot of people go through like Lifestyle magazine and stuff. Don't cut yourself short. Just go through Bravo. Be like, y'all, I'm getting it.
Yeah, we're definitely we're trying to create a monopoly.
Hey, highest bid, now accepting bids. That's what I'd say.
Exactly. I don't care what their name is or who they are. Yeah.
Get someone to pay for it, do it. I've never had a wedding. I was going to tell you I'll just do it the military way, going to the courthouse and everything. But yeah, I mean, I would literally like now accepting bids for, you to pay all of this.
Yeah. It's a good idea.
Yeah.
So where are you guys off to next? Do you have a next charter set up?
Well, we're actually in a house at the moment. We're not currently working. The previous boat we were on, we left, and yeah, we're sort of wanting to branch out into our own thing, really, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're doing Ciara's. Well, Ciara and I had a business before the show as well, which was like an online CV service, which was started up again. So Ciara's wanting to help. You know, it's mostly Ciara's venture, really.
Yeah, I've done hundreds of CVs for Yacht Crew. It's just something that's not really out there. I mean, it is out there. There are a few services, but they're very expensive. And I just don't charge a lot, so I get a lot of business and a lot of word of mouth recommendations. So it's been really, really successful.
How do people get in touch with you?
By my website, onboardcv.com.
Yeah.
So it's new. We've just done a rebranding. So we're not quite there on Google yet.
We're suspecting that there was like this whole like thing where like all of these like yachties that we're obsessed with who are now breaking away were actually coming together to create their own like epic charter
Super yacht.
Yeah. And I do it too, and we were like, yes, everyone get on board. We want to much rather watch that.
Yeah, we need like Nastia in the kitchen, you guys on deck, and then like normal people like us can just vacation with past below deck people. We have an idea here, guys.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We'll be your MCs and
Yeah, no, that would be amazing.
Yeah, it would be like, yeah, you know, like a below deck all stars or something. I don't know.
yeah.
That would be
Definitely something to think about.
all right, Bravo, pay attention.
Yeah. Listen up.
Oh, you know royalties.
I think we should have Mel as like our financial advisor. I think.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. And I'm sure we'll chat again soon. And we wish you guys nothing but the best with all your wedding plans and your business and all of your adventures. Thank you so much. It was so nice to talk to you guys.
Congratulations.
Thank you, ladies.
And Paget, I will be paying attention to your final thoughts on this season when we wrap it up.
Yeah, no. Oh, dude, yeah.
Golden tweet.
Yeah, it will be the golden tweet.
You can get back into your Twitter.
The golden snitch. Yeah, I don't like Twitter. I don't know, we'll do something.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm ready if you're ready. So much to love in this.